Hello, Miami. This is 305 Sports Now, your home podcast and channel for all things Miami sports related. I am Will, and unfortunately, I am bringing you a very bad news. We all know the Miami Hurricanes lost to North Carolina State, NC State. This past Saturday by a score of 26. Fortunately, it's sad for Kingdom, but let's move on. And let's do flip watch, folks. Let's do flip watch. And today's episode is going to be on. If you heard the live feed before the game started, you will know that I'm going to be talking about Jordan Lyle. Yes, Jordan Lyle, the 6 foot, 180-pound plus running back out of St. Thomas Aquinas. He is listed as the 13th best running back in the nation and the 20th best player in the state of Florida. And he is committed to the Ohio State Buckeyes, the number one team in the nation. Yes, the Ohio State Buckeyes. All right, but why the flip watch? Well, three visits, unofficial visits to the University of Miami on September 9th, 7th, and 28th has sparked a conversation of Lyle possibly flipping to the Miami Hurricanes. Now, sorry about that. How the season turned out, we don't know, but we'll turn out we don't know. But the bottom line is that he is drawing a lot of smoke and stuff like that here locally because the fact that he has the possibility of possibly becoming a Miami Hurricane. Now, let's go a little bit of why I think this guy will be a great fit for the Canes. Well, first of all, I know he'll be the third running back taken this recruiting cycle, but as we've seen the last two seasons, Miami does need running backs. There have been at times where the team is hit with the injury bug, and depth is very important for this football team, especially since lately, especially we are a run-heavy offense. We like Mark Fletcher, of course. We have Henry Parrish, of course. We have Don Chaney, all right, as well. Okay, we got AJ Allen. So we use a lot of a running back. So that is why picking a third tailback would not be a bad idea for this football team, especially with the injuries that have occurred, throughout the last couple seasons at that position. So, what do I like about this kid? Well, first things foremost, he's a beast. He actually reminds me of Kevin Riley. All right, Kevin Riley, who is a Miami Hurricane commit, at least verbal commit, reminds me a bit of Kevin Riley. Pretty powerful, very shifty. He actually has very good speed. He is able to run away from guys. Miami's missing that dynamic running back. We're still waiting to see Chris Johnson, how he's going to come about. But I do think Miami needs a dynamic running back, a running back that makes guys miss and can get 25, 30 yards on one carry. Miami does not have that guy. They have chunk guys that get big runs, 5, 10, 15, and break tackles. But that guy that runs away, after one guy misses gone, we really don't have that guy, at least not yet on the field. And Miami's looking forward to adding that with Hellcat and now hopefully this young man as well. 91 carries in 2022, 1,015 yards rushing with 12 touchdowns. Absolutely sick. A dynamic program inside Thomas Aquinas that always produces very good college football players and NFL players as well. Good speed, as I mentioned, reminds me a bit of Kevin Riley. Great footwork, okay, and very tough to bring down as well. Not an easy guy to bring down. Again, when by footwork, he has amazing balance as well. Balance is very important for a running back. So why would he pick Miami? I went over that. Again, very good offensive line. It's an up-and-coming program. Mario Cristobal, although it doesn't look like it the last couple seasons, inconsistency, I do think at least talent-wise, this program is heading in the right direction. The offensive line is really good, and it's a very young offensive line as well with Francis Mauinoa, Samson Okunola as well playing in Ines Cooper. Okay, so this is a good offensive line as well. Our defense is really good as well. They're much improved from last season. Our defensive coordinator is really not the issue either. So the offense is something that I worry about him not maybe wanting to flip, but I do think our offense will eventually get better once Mario gets a quarterback in that he himself recruited and fits more of Shannon Dawson's system, which is a system that does rely on a dual threat quarterback, that running quarterback, not just a pure pocket passer. He's Shannon Dawson's always had that throughout his tenure as an OC when he had Geno Smith over at West Virginia and Clayton Tune over in Houston, and Judd Anderson, who's coming in next season, is pretty mobile as well as a mobile quarterback, being 6'5" as well, pretty tall. And of course, Luke Nickel as well is a guy that's not a statue. He could roll out of the pocket and hit guys on the run in stride. So the future, I do believe, at the quarterback position does look bright, especially with the wide receivers coming in as well. So that's why I'm making the case for the University of Miami for a guy like Jordan Lyle. Okay, again, home cooking does help as Mauro Cristobal and Jason Taylor being a former coach over there. That could kind of help out as well, because you do have some of that background and so on of guys being recruited there and the coaches constantly being there as well. So, but that being said, I do think Ice Harris is on his heels trying to recruit this kid to come to the Canes. I don't think three tailbacks is bad. Just to give you an idea. Also, why why stay with OSU? Well, OSU is the number one team in the country. Let's be honest. Ryan Day has got a good machine rolling there, and they're competitive every year. Right? Let's not get it twisted. But I do firmly believe, I do think that because of the fact that running backs are utilized quite a bit in this offense, and the offensive line is so good, and the program, I do believe firmly in the process. I do believe that is an upward trajectory. In general, I do think Jordan Lyle, I'm sorry, OSU fans. I'm sorry, Buckeye fans. You're going to hate me and you're going to troll me. I do think this kid is going to be a flip. All right. I do think he's going to be a flip. All right. It's basically what he's been displaying, constantly visiting the university. Visit the university one more time. That's a possibility for a flip. Now, you can make the case, well, Kamar and Franklin did the same thing, ended up staying in Mississippi. Yes, but this kid is local. Kamar and Franklin stayed local. Jordan Lyle is possibility to flip and go local. And we already got one from you. We got Mark Fletcher, who had a very solid game against NC State and had a game-winning touchdown against Virginia. So we'll see how that goes, okay? We'll see how that goes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. If you like what you heard, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to 5 Sports Now. Once again, I will stay safe. God bless you soon. I know it's been a tough time, folks, but let's ride this wave. You're talking to a guy that wanted Butch Davis fired when he was a teenager, and Butch Davis got us the greatest team of all time on that football field. Not much of an X's and O's guys either. Same reputation as Mario. Let's just trust the process. The recruiting is there. And even if it's not, even if guys, even we're swinging and missing, we're still at the table. And that's a good sign, meaning that teams are looking at us, which wasn't the case years ago. All right, ladies and gents, have a good one. Stay safe. Bye bye. See you soon. And go Canes. And go Dolphins, all right, against the Chiefs. Bye bye.